Welcome back, Capy Club members. Today, we're diving into a story of epic proportions, a tale so monumental it could only be called The Fotu. Our story begins in a time long, long ago. Or maybe it was last Tuesday. Anyway, the mighty Godzilla was feeling a bit peckish. He stomped through the city, not looking for buildings to smash, but for a tasty snack. And what did he find? A single solitary giant can of beans. Not just any beans, mind you, but super duper extra Gaza Deluxe beans. Godzilla, being Godzilla, didn't hesitate. He popped the top and chucked the entire can. Glug! 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 He patted his big tummy, feeling satisfied. But then a rumbling started. It wasn't an earthquake. It wasn't a volcano. It was coming from deep within the king of the monsters himself. The pressure built, the ground shook, and then it happened. Godzilla let out a fart of such catastrophic power that it glowed a terrifying radioactive green. The blast flattened skyscrapers for miles around and sent a shockwave across the globe. This wasn't just any fart. It was a weapon of mass digestion. The energy signature of this colossal toot ripped through the fabric of space-time. And who should feel its pull? None other than the magnificent King Kong chilling on his island. Suddenly, a shimmering portal opened and Kong, sensing a disturbance in the force, or the fart, knew he had to act. He reached for his ultimate weapon. Forged in the heart of a mystical Burrito volcano, the legendary bean Burrito sword. It was a sword made entirely of a perfectly wrapped, tightly packed bean Burrito of immense density and power. With his trusty sword in hand, Kong leaped through the portal, arriving just in time to see Godzilla clutching his stomach, preparing for another earth-shattering release. Kong landed with a heroic thud. Godzilla looked at Kong. Kong looked at Godzilla. They didn't need words. They understood. The universe was in peril, and only they had the power to, well, do something about it. King Kong raised his bean Burrito sword high. Godzilla took a deep breath, channeling all the remaining bean power within him. They nodded at each other, a silent agreement between titans. Kong swung his sword with all his might, perfectly timing his strike to connect with Godzilla's tail right as the second. Even more powerful radioactive fart was unleashed. The combination was cataclysmic. The kinetic energy of the bean Burrito sword combined with the raw, gaseous power of Godzilla's blast created a singularity of pure and adulterated absurdity. A rainbow-colored explosion of energy erupted, not just destroying the city, but shattering the very boundaries of reality itself. The multiverse cracked open like an egg. Dimensions bled into one another. Worlds of talking cupcakes and spaghetti monsters collided, and at the center of it all, floating in the cosmic chaos they had created, were Godzilla and King Kong, giving each other a well-deserved high five, and that, my friends, is how they exploded the multiverse with a fart. The end. Thanks for tuning into this masterpiece of cinema. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more epic tales from the Capy Club. See you next time.